بشنو از نی چون حکایت می کند از جدایی آشکار.
Art is not about ideas and thoughts. Art is a force that passes through you. And if you're lucky, you can pass it to someone else. My name is Farnaz Shadravan. I'm a dentist and a conceptual artist based in Oakland. I think the backstory of all my work is the cycle of destruction and resurrection. At the level of world, society, personal, you have to constantly recreate yourself. Start from ashes and make a new you. My interest in art started at my father's factory. He made street lights and signs. I remember walking through rows and rows of acrylic letters, both in Farsi and English, that were taller than me. But my actual training started with miniature painting when I was a teenager. Then I came to America and studied art at University of Utah and San Francisco Art Institute. There, everyone was talking about conceptual art, and I had no clue what that was. But the air was so infused with that concept. Before I knew it, I had replaced my brush with my drill and the canvas with objects. I started carving everything. To me, different materials are like different languages. When I see a piece of velvet, a piece of wood, all I can think of is how to get under its skin. I often work with found objects and I add my mark to them. If you add a mark to something that's already beautiful, say a human skull, you're damned if you make it less beautiful. So your mark has to be perfect. This was actually the hardest thing to carve. Technically, it's an amazing material to work with. It melts like butter, but emotionally, the most difficult. You inhale the dust, even with a mask, so you're inhaling a dead body. Look at that. All my works are conceived in a state of unconsciousness, which is exactly the way any other being is conceived. And you almost become pregnant with that desire, and you either give birth or you die, because it's growing inside you. When I come here, the first thing I do is I put my music on, and I start to carve. That turns into a dance in which I no longer exist. That state of non-existence is priceless. The images that I carved in these 4 bathtubs were made by Albrecht Dürer in Germany 500 years ago, inspired by the Book of Revelation written by John the Evangelist. I became so close with every single character that I almost wanted to not kill the dragon because I felt his pain. The work is so unbelievably tedious. There are some things that are microscopic and people don't even know it. The carving of the black areas is just you striking the spur over and over. Millions of strikes. I wanted to baptize people in them. I still do, but it became so complicated. To take on a project like this, it's very costly to be able to sit in a bathtub 10 hours a day, 6 days a week for 2 years. I'm sure it's very sacrilegious to say that me and John the Evangelist and Dürer and someone who's coming after me, we're all one. But I truly believe in that, and that's why I don't sign my work, because it's not done by me. My hand was used in this process. And if someone takes these bathtubs in the future and does something with them, I'll be honored to just be a small piece of that whole chain.
بر آسمان بی من مرو بی من مرو بی من مرو